I was in the church. He was sneaking with the deacon. This stunner girl just called Biggie a lesbian and get a bulldagger beat down. And Natalie finally put Krishan's maid in her place. Let's talk about it, baby, because this is a big deal.
Because that don't make me beat your ass.
Hey y'all, welcome back. So this week's episode was crazy. From Krishan leaving a club in the middle of a booking to go lay up with Blueface in Percocet Paradise, to Natalie having to remind Krishan's flunky that she is the help and not the talent. And shout out to my girl Biggie. She finally laid down those Big Macs and laid hands, fingers, knees and toes on Stunner Girl. Let's get into it. So after the ladies basically spent the whole day at the house recapping their performances from the night before, everybody gets dressed and dialed up and they go out for their second night of performing and hosting gigs. Now here's where things started to go left for me, okay? Everybody performed and like as usual, everything went smoothly and the crowd was hyped. Throughout the night though, you could see Krishan and Blueface, they was ducked off in a corner together and we all kind of could guess where things were going from there. Krishan was at some point gonna leave with her man, okay? Now, the reason I'm so irritated by this is because it really displays her level of professionalism, like when working on projects. It also, it displays Blueface's level of respect for Krishan's career, which is none. Okay? We're not a part of their relationship, and I'm not trying to insinuate anything as far as him being jealous of her. Wink, wink. But I don't think that at any point in their relationship, we've seen Blueface put Krishan before his money. So if that's going to be the case with him, then why does he keep interfering with her opportunities to advance her money and her career? The way he blows up her phone when he knows she's out here filming, he lures her away in the middle of scenes, he lashes out at any male rappers or entertainers that might want to do business with her, it's starting to seem like he wants to hold Krishan back. Like, no male artist or male-owned brand is going to want to do business with you if every time they DM you, they think your boyfriend is ready to attack them. If this continues, I feel like he's going to end up being Krishan's glass ceiling. And I don't want that for her. It's happened to so many other women in this industry, and I would hate to see Krishan lose out on career opportunities or anything like that because of a man. Let's face it, y'all. She may be young now, but one day Krishan is going to be older, and it's not even a guarantee they're going to be together 20 years from now. Krishan needs to make decisions that's going to help set up her future, not benefit or appease her man's schedule or ego. So as soon as Krishan is done performing, she makes her untimely exit. And after Krishan leaves, DJ Sky immediately cuts the music off. Okay, cool. As Natalie's standing there, looking up at DJ Sky, waiting for her to play the music, she gives her a shout out to kind of break the tension up in the room because it was getting awkward at this time. So unknown to us, the reason Sky didn't cut off the music is because she was queuing up her own song. And the second Natalie gives her shout out, she grabs the mic out of Natalie's hand and drops the beat to her song. Oh my goodness, right? Now, Sky is a DJ, so she knows how to do a shout out, right? I'm pretty sure she knows how to get on the mic, say her tagline, and give the mic back to the host of the night. So there's no excuse for this. The only reason I could come up with that she did this was her clout chasing. That was all I could come up with because there's no other reason for you to do something like this. If you go back to my previous reviews that I did on Baddies, I said the same thing about Lowe's performance. It should have never happened. It was very clout chasing. Let's be honest. The crowd is only coming for Krishan, Rolly, and Tommy, and maybe Stunner Girl for the most part. So anybody else grabbing a mic and doing their thing is kind of going to be gaining exposure off of their name and off of their fan base. And I'm not 100% sure, but I'm willing to bet that DJ Sky knew this, and that's why she waited until Krishan left to do her little stunt, because Krishan would not have approved of her riding her coattail. As far as Natalie and Tommy went, they was standing there looking flat out, straight up appalled, just stunned, flabbergasted, all of the above. But I do, however, want to applaud them. I know I've given Tommy a hard time and Natalie a hard time, but I really do want to applaud them as EPs for keeping their composure, keeping their professionalism, because Lord knows me, I would have Kanye and Beyonce, my good sister, up out of there. So let's get right along to the next day when Natalie came to basically put her pimp hand down on DJ Sky about dropping her ball on her responsibilities, which was clearly needed. So now the scene really gave us a lot of answers as to what you guys were asking me in the comments on my last videos about why DJ Sky is even on the show. Well, Natalie let it be known, like, the only reason that Sky's on the show is to babysit Krishan and to DJ for them. I guess they didn't want to pay for a regular DJ, so they just made her the DJ, the honorary DJ, and the personal tracking device on Krishan. So while I was with Natalie putting Molly the maid back in her apron, I was kind of side-eyeing the part where she told Sky that she should have left with Krishan. I mean, we all saw her and her man kissing and tugging each other down in the club, so from that we can conclude what was going to happen after they left. Even a best friend, like, I get you her best friend and everything like that, girl, and that's real cute for you. But even a best friend is supposed to know when to step to the side and let their girl have some time with her man, let them get their freak on, and things like that. Like, girl, don't be weird, okay? And Sky responding the way she did let me know that she truly doesn't have a backbone when it comes to people in positions of power. It's okay to want to be a part of a winning team and everything like that. Want to show your talent and everything like that. But if you gonna have to play the water boy character, if you can't really be on the team, then Sky, is it even worth it at this point? Let's be real. Eventually, the whole industry is going to get to know you as only Krishan's best friend. And you're going to end up getting that same reputation as people like Shekinah when she was labeled Tiny's best friend. Or Malika and Khadijah Hawk and Jordan Woods, how they got labeled the Kardashian sidekicks. You don't want that for yourself, Sky. And another thing, Natalie, you do not have to keep trying so hard to assert yourself over these girls. Everybody knows you, the EP of the show. You do not need to threaten to send Sky home. That was completely uncalled for, okay? Just for not telling you where Krishan was, Natalie, be real. I get that you brought her on here just to keep tabs on Krishan, but let's be real. The girl is here now. You can't be fake and take the opportunities away from her that you've given her out of malice and out of spite just because of another person. That's not called for, and it doesn't look good on you as the EP either. I'm really starting to think the reason Natalie keeps throwing her weight around on this show is because she's starting to see how Lemuel bringing on all of these new EPs and he giving everybody their own show and giving everybody their title, and she kind of want to stay on top of the Zeus pyramid as far as EPs go in the pecking order of everything. Honestly, I'm going to be real with y'all. Can't be fake about it. I see where Natalie's coming from. Like, I see where she's getting these feelings, and I sympathize with her because Natalie was very instrumental in the growth and expansion of Zeus, and with her bringing on Baddies and bringing on Bad Boys Club and things like that, and constantly expanding her Baddies brand. That's how we got to know Zeus. Before Natalie, we knew about Zeus because of Johnson's Cabaret and because of Tokyo Tony and Black China and stuff like that, but we wasn't really looking at Zeus like that before Natalie came along with Baddies. So I get where she's coming from with that. However, it's still about evolution, Natalie. You got to evolve because new people are coming into the fold, and you just got to evolve and open up and let them have room to grow in the network as well. You can't be one of those bullies that try to remain on top and keep everybody else down. It's not going to end well for you. So fast forward and we get to the final scene, which is Miss Cat attempting to reconcile the situation between Biggie and Stunner Girl. Whoo, Lord. A few things here, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, this whole scene seems set up by production. It really did not even fit into the order of scenes and how everything was going. I thought that the drama between Stunner Girl and Biggie was left in LA. The day before all of this happened, she came into the room to talk to Kat and talk to Stunner Girl, and everything seemed fine between them. So I was under the impression that the beef between them that happened in LA was squashed. So this whole scene seemed like it was put together by production and contrived from the get-go. And that's really the only way I can rationalize Biggie's behavior because, like I said before, she was already ready to go at the beginning of the conversation. Biggie did not come there to talk, did not come there to reconcile. Biggie came there to wreck shop, okay? That seemed like somebody put a bug in her ear to me. But I can't even put all of the blame on Biggie as far as her demeanor goes towards Stunner Girl because Stunner Girl was saying some really hurtful things pertaining to Biggie's body image and her lack of ability to get a man to sleep with her. And those things were definitely ground for a beatdown. And that's exactly what Stunner Girl got. No shade. Biggie gave her a Big Mac Biggie beatdown and made her eat every last one of those words that she was spitting out with them first 3 punches, girl. She knocked baby girl clean off her feet, okay? Now, I gotta give Biggie her credit because I went super hard on her in my last review. I will say it, listen, I said in my previous review, she was being a cheerleader and she was not backing up what she said. But this episode, Biggie, you shut my mouth and you shut me down, baby, because you threw hands. I don't care if somebody got in your ear and told you to do it, or you did it because you was just tired of the girl, or whatever the case was. You did your big one, okay? Kudos, boo. Kudos. I'ma clap for you when you right, and I'ma pull your coattail when you're wrong. So I gotta give you your props, baby. Now, Biggie, when you replied back to Stunner Girl saying, well, what makes you better than me? It really let us know that you felt the need to be validated by Stunner Girl. Let me tell you something, Biggie. When you ask a question like that, you acknowledge the fact that the thought was there to begin with, okay? It should have never existed in your head at all. It lets the other person know they're getting under your skin. It lets them know they have a leg up on you. If you yourself cannot be comfortable enough and confident enough to stand next to any and everybody without having to let them know that you're just as good as them, is the thought even real to begin with, Biggie? Also, side note, Biggie did not sneak you, Stunner Girl. Y'all was in the middle of a very disrespectful argument and you were saying some very hurtful things, honey. You should have been ready for that. You should have knew that was coming at some point. I don't care who was fixing what mic on you. You should have kept all eyes on that girl and you should have stayed ready. Now, what really blew me was the fact that Biggie punched her in the face after she implied that Biggie was a lesbian and was sleeping with multiple girls on the show. I don't know who she was talking about, but Biggie was not here. Like, Homegirl was not here for us, Stunner Girl telling us that tea. I was surprised because Biggie herself has admitted that she's pansexual.
I'm pansexual.
So I don't know why it was such a big deal for Stunner Girl to kind of state that information. However, I do know that someone's sexuality is their business and it's their responsibility and their privilege to have the chance to tell whoever they want to tell, whenever they want to tell it, if and when they do want to tell it. So I understand why Biggie got upset. I do. And they were on TV, so, you know. Anyways, y'all, so once again, Zeus gagged us and cut the fight scene right there to once again bring us back here next week for another episode that they could have just gave us this week, okay? No offense, but it's starting to feel like a long live stream, baby. It's starting to feel like a real long live stream. The inconsistencies with the scenes, how they being placed, combined with the rush feel of the entire show. You know how they filming it all in 1 week, 2 weeks, whatever the case is. It's really messing and it's hurting up the quality of the show, baby. It's killing us. It's killing us. And at this point, I can't even make excuses for why Zeus won't put money into the production of these shows. The fact that it's a black-owned company, it makes it all the worse, y'all. I hate to say it, but Lemuel, it seems like your mentality is the same as some of these other black creators and these black self-made CEOs. Y'all get too much money too fast and you become greedy. And y'all begin to worry more about lining your own pockets and less about reinvesting that money back into these companies and things like that and improving y'all products that y'all are giving us. Definitely seen this happen with shows like Versus, where something blows up real fast and it makes so much money, but we still forced to deal with the bad sound, bad streaming issues, and a poor production quality. And as black entrepreneurs, we should really make it a thing to reinvest in our craft and give our people the same quality as these other races give us. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody is kind of doing things more out of obligation now, and I would try to move us more towards a way of being proud of the products that we can endorse as far as our black people are concerned. I would love to download different black-owned streaming services and be able to get good quality entertainment. It's not just Zeus. It's Tyler Perry. It's Versus. It's BET Plus. It's a lot of different black streaming services who are giving us piss poor quality content. But I digress. Well, y'all, that's it. I ain't got no more. Please make sure to stay tuned for my Basketball Wives review tomorrow and follow me on Instagram at Big Mouth Media, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye, babies.